Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 321 of the Air Force Podcast. My name is Talado. Joining me today, Christian Talado.
We have camera in studio. No more bullshit echo. So you said you fixed it during the show. You didn't fix it.
I didn't say that.
You said okay.
What do you want me to do about it?
You're the audio. Eric, you're running the ones and twos.
But
it's up to you.
But the issue is
What?
with the online record. I got two headsets and two cameras.
You gotta sort it out.
Things are going on, but we usually don't do the webcam stuff.
No.
We're usually in studio, live, ready to talk about One Piece.
Would you call this a studio, or would you say it's more of an office?
Well, business is conducted here.
Business is conducted. Okay, we're getting business done. So you have this audio booth here that's never been used.
It's been used.
How many times?
A few times.
A few times. Okay. Well, there you go.
Shout out the One Piece anime, Christian. The preview's out.
Next week.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not allowed. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say anything.
Next week we'll see what happens. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, what else is good? We had the Cole 50 top 50.
Oh my god, Eric! If you're, I'm gonna call out my boy Randy Choi, Eric.
Subscribe to the channel, like the video, Christian.
Eric, these narrative merchants.
Why is Randy Choi your boy? What's?
Because we know Randy.
Okay.
We've talked to Randy.
Sure.
We know Randy. I'm just saying, Randy. You don't know how to power scale. I'm just saying, Randy.
I will say he was kind of memeing, but not really. His whole theory idea, Christian, I don't know if you caught this, that the first 5-10 years of One Piece, Oda thought, this is it, the giants are close to Crocodile. Crocodile's one of the final villains.
Okay.
So
Crocodile?
Yeah, because you know how the War is going to be the original villains.
What the...
Remember before Oda put the supernovas in?
Sure, okay.
And all this stuff. So his idea is that, like, the first 5 years, Oda had all these old school characters planned. The Giants, Crocodile, all this shit, right?
Okay.
So now he's, like, scaling them to, like, endgame players because Oda didn't power scale properly in the pre-time skip. So he's got, like, Dorian Brogy over, like, Admiral level. I'll just say, hey, I know this is not going to come out the way you think. And I start memeing the candles getting stabbed by the candle dagger. And they go, squad. Not the same.
It's not the same.
But we'll talk about Dorian Brogy Christian at the end of the chapter.
Alright, but Cole's top 50. A lot of people can't power scale, Eric. The new gen Twitter, disgusting. The Twitter new gen, they don't know how to power... Eric, I'm going to say right here. The new gen Twitter don't know how to power scale.
They got it twisted.
They got their minds twisted up. They don't know how to power scale. It's ridiculous.
This is because the Straw Hats are going through the ranks, so shit gets fucked in people's minds. Because before, Christian, it was easy. Zoro was not even close to oven level in Fishmile, right?
People will disagree with that.
Whatever,
yeah.
Right? Whatever you had. But he wasn't Admiral level, he wasn't First Commander level.
No.
But as the Straw Hats go through the ranks,
Eric,
people's minds
let me
melt.
remind you that there were theories after the time skip that Zoro surpassed Mihawk. Let's not forget
the
that.
Old school guys.
Let's not forget that.
Christian, the Gregs of this world.
Let's not forget that.
The old school men.
Eric, what's all consistent about this through line? They're narrative merchants.
Right.
The narrative merchants don't know how to power scale, and it's shocking.
More should I agree on this one point, Christian?
Yeah.
Good power scaling is good narrative.
That's right.
You require... Christian, we're watching... Let's say we're watching a boxing TV show.
Yeah. EPO.
Sure. Maybe a real-life documentary kind of thing. And then, like, a 4-foot, three-man...
Perfect movie, Eric. Perfect movie. Rocky 4. Rocky's trainer / former rival, one shot.
Right.
What does Rocky have to do?
Train.
He has to go train.
In the wilderness of Russia.
To beat the drug
and then has to get resurrected by his dead trainer, Christian.
I think that's I think that's 3. That's not in 4. That's not in 4.
That's 3. Club of Lang.
3 and 5.
Similar anyway.
Yeah, there's no training flashback.
Rocky's strategy
hit the meat.
It's to just get hit. That's Rocky's.
It's to work the meat.
That's not a good strategy.
It's to work the meat. He's a scrappy fighter. He's from the mean streets.
Break the ribs.
Or Philadelphia. He's from Philadelphia.
He just has the hard cushion. He's made of iron.
He's a small Italian man from Philadelphia.
Apollo Creed, one shot. Rocky's taken...
It was a good hit in the face, Eric.
Rocky's taken 400 punches in the face. I've
watched it. It's
Rocky takes like 600 punches in the face from Drago.
He's a man.
What is it, like 20 rounds?
As he says.
How long does that fight go for? 12 rounds?
He's not a man, Eric. He's not a man. He's a piece of steel. Right?
Anyway, enough about Rocky. The point is...
pound scaling matters.
Right, you gotta... A child can't beat Mike Tyson in a boxing match. That makes sense.
But Eric, new writers of today would say, we're gonna kill your heroes, so yes you can. Right, that's a new school of writing.
Shout out Suicide Squad.
Right. Shout out.
Cushion recently watched a Skill Up video.
Oh my. We haven't had a flop and a disaster this bad for quite some time, Eric. This might be generational levels of disaster.
I'm trying to think. In 2010, this shit happened. Anthem, sure.
Fallout 76.
Right. Everyone knew that was kind of dead on arrival.
Yeah, no one was hyped about that. But Eric, enough about games. Enough about that. Have you seen the Monsters special?
Yes.
What'd you think?
It was alright.
It was alright.
I thought we talked about this last week.
I don't think we talked about it.
Okay.
Quick 25 minutes.
Got the job done.
Apparently, this is the world's greatest swordsman 500 years ago, Eric. What do you think about that?
Cap. Huge cap.
Already has the black blade, so power scaling questions abound.
I mean, he doesn't struggle.
He loses to this bum the first time because he's mad. Alright. I get it. Alright? But Eric, how did you get the black blade?
I don't know why they chose to link it so specifically to One Piece.
I mean, you gotta get the One Piece fans in, you know. But Eric, why is the blade black? We had always assumed this was a young Ryuma just getting grips to things. He wasn't prime Black Blade Ryuma, hero of Wano. Because it's not even clear if he's even in Wano.
He's not in Wano.
He's like wandering around the planet.
He's nothing like Wano.
No. It's like some cowboy backwards town.
Right.
But anyway, Eric. Enough about that. Any other news? No. No other news?
No, Christian, I got a game announcement.
You feeling it? You feeling it? One Piece Odyssey has been out for a while.
TGS?
TGS, maybe. Maybe. But Eric, let's get into the show. Alright, we're got a big chat to talk about. Lots of agendas, lots of things going on. Welcome to the chapter, Eric. 1106 on your side. On the cover we have Robin dressed up a crocodile. Where are we getting a cover story? After Egghead?
Odin's been doing the request for a while now.
He has.
It's a bit odd.
We had a massively important one before this stretch. What's the next story? Mads Katakuri? It was only one.
Right.
Stealing Pudding? It was only one cover story. Massive cover story.
So, the German Pirates? Capone?
Sure. When are we getting the next one? What would it be?
Where's Smoker?
Where's Yamato's Adventures Through Wano?
That's a good point.
Where is it? Alright? I hope Greenbull turns up in it and gets frauded again.
That'd be interesting in a cover story. That's a bit much.
Yeah, Greenbull getting frauded in a cover story.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is a lot. But Eric, as we know, you have high hopes for Adolfo Momo. You have
50 Christian on my list.
That's not crazy. But Eric, we start the chapter with this giant ship approaching. They heard the news from the newspaper, Eric. Straw Hat under siege. Luffy has absorbed all the food, and he's back, Eric. The Nika's back. You got the smile. The Navy goons are like, quick, cough him.
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Eric. Explosions going on all over the place. Bullies falling from the sky. This fall takes about 10 years to happen, but you know what?
It's just floating there, Christian.
Anime time, you know how it
Right.
is.
Sure.
I mean, they're falling from a high distance, maybe 30 seconds high.
Okay.
But yeah. Atlas tells Bonnie that she has control over the PX3 units and everyone that looks like Kuma. Bonnie S. Bear confirmed. Your thoughts?
You love the secret S Bear.
Does this confirm Kuma's death?
No. Man's still running around.
S. Bear.
When's it gonna happen?
Eric, we have S. Bear. What's the point of S. Bear and Kuma being around at the same time?
I know, but like
What's the point of this?
we discussed before, we're gonna have the flashback that, we need Luffy and Bonnie, Kuma recognizing the Nika, seeing the Nika.
I mean, it happened.
He's still hanging around.
He's still alert, kind of. He's still protecting
The
Bonnie.
moment hasn't happened yet with Garcia either and Nika.
Okay.
So he's just hanging around.
That's true. Alright.
And he's moving.
He's moving. He's
blocking,
protecting Bonnie.
maybe.
He's still protecting Bonnie.
So he's there somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard. I don't know. I feel like that moment was maybe missed.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like...
It's about Bonnie, Eric. Kuma's gone. Kuma's gone, Eric. It's about
But
Bonnie.
I feel like the perfect time for Nika to come in was straight after Kuma.
Just right after.
Now it's kind of delayed a little bit.
They're about to get sliced up by Kizaru and then the fist.
Even Vegapunk's like, this is bullshit compared to the
I know,
Nika.
Eric. Vegapunk just say what we're saying.
Right.
But anyway, let's just go through the chapter, alright? Bonnie gives the order for Kuma to help them escape. They all turn around and open front of Navy. Navy's fucked. Navy's fucked.
Do you, like... We talk about Navy requiring more units all the time. This is a massive blow.
This is a massive blow.
If Bonnie gets all the passive
System Mark 3s.
all of them.
These are... The bubble shield's broken.
Regardless of Mark 3s, all of them on the world, on the planet.
I wonder if that's true.
Yeah, because the
All the other
X1
ones.
is just Kuma.
That's true.
And Vegapunk programmed them all.
That is true, Eric.
And there's Bear. There's Bear's stupid, Christian. That Paw through.
That is stupid. Alright? What if... Eric,
What if she just, like, commands him to have free will?
That's right, I was about to say that.
Kuma, you have free will now.
I command you to be free.
And that kind of links back to the theme of, like...
Free him from slavery, Eric.
Sure. But that kind of links back to the question of, like, what Vegapunk said. Stacy, you're human, stop it. You're a human.
Yes.
What is a human? What is free will? All these questions I'm just trying to do in this arc.
Yeah.
So
We actually have a theme this arc, Eric, which is crazy. Which is free will versus science.
I couldn't see one last one.
No.
We're
why
not
not?
going to talk about
We've
one.
got free will versus science this arc. We're exploring it. And we love to see it.
And Vegapunk's on a romantic Christian.
Of course. Just like the real Albert Einstein.
See, Christian, all these atheists don't understand.
What you know.
That you need
the
faith.
secrets of the universe. You unlock.
You require faith to find the unknown.
That's right. You cannot find logic where logic has not been seen, Eric.
Correct.
You have to be willing to venture forth into the unknown. Alright. They turn around and open fire. Vegapunk programmed Bonnie to be the top authority to everyone, to anyone with Kuma as a face. It was the one thing he couldn't do, the one thing he allowed. He would not have Kuma hurt Bonnie, Eric. Is this Vegapunk redeemed?
Vegapunk, good man.
I would say naive man. Somewhat greedy man. He's many things here. He's a great character.
I would say he's optimistic in the human race.
Yeah, but he's definitely a great character. There's not getting around that. He's done some fucked up shit.
I think his heart is in the right place. Maybe his actions.
I think he's
are questionable.
willingly ignoring shit. Like, you don't know the world government's gonna use this against you, but he kind of does because he programmed it.
Not to be a bomb.
Yeah. So he knows, he's been naive.
He's trying to progress the human race any way he can.
He needs those funds, Eric. He needs those funds. What, Dragon the bum's gonna give him the funds?
No.
He said, Dragon, you got no money. You got no riz. You got no
money,
capital.
Right.
Where's the capital? I need the money to be able to make these adventures, Eric, to change the world. Alright? You don't have shit. Right? Go get some cash and then find me. Alright? But Vegapunk, for his deeds, Eric, sad and mad. I thought sad and mad of science, Eric.
Right.
Absolute fraud. We all knew
We
that.
all knew he's a bum.
Alright, stabbed Vegapunk. Stabbed with the spider claw. The one move Saturn has. The spider claw stab.
Spider sting, bang, right through the
Right
chest.
to the chest. That's a deadly wound, Eric. He's bleeding out on the floor.
Nah.
I mean, it's a big. He's just a man, Eric. He's just an old man
This is true, but I imagine he has medical tech.
with like weird spaghetti arms and legs.
Right.
He's a man of science, Eric. He's not a physical man. This man has one Doriki. Alright?
I don't think he's gonna die.
I think it's possible. He dies.
He's gonna talk to Soul Cushion.
That's right, Eric. But Eric, we have Robin to talk to Soul. I'd rather the Straw Hats talk to Soul. Because Vegapunk knows the answers. Why did to talk to Soul? He knows. He read the books. He knows the answers. He can't be around.
Did he read? Yeah, he did read them in Elbaf.
Exactly. So he knows all the answers. We can't have him around.
We can. He knows as much as O'Hara
Eric,
knows. He doesn't
newspaper.
know all the answers.
Eric, newspaper. Death of Vegapunk by the hands of Monkey Deezers. 4 billion berry rays in bounty.
What? Morgans will probably report the truth because he's there and he likes.
You know what he'll do? He'll twist it, Eric.
Yeah, it's to favor Deezers.
Yeah, he will favour Deezers. Eric, he's not. He wants the biggest news story of all time, Eric.
I think
He doesn't give a fuck about
I think a
Deezers.
Gorosei getting cooked and an Emerald is bigger news than Vegapunk.
Yeah, he'll go. Monkey D kills Vegapunk and defeats the Navy. That's big news, Eric. He's gonna sell a lot of newspapers. That news.
Yeah, but there's a whole plot thread of VV scolding him for being a bum.
He doesn't give a fuck, Eric.
I don't know. There's a thing. There's something there, and he likes Luffy. Like he's gonna big him up.
He also didn't he blame him for something he didn't do?
No, he gave him all the hype for Egghead for
Whole Cake Island. That's true. I swear, no.
And declared him the 5th Emperor.
But before we knew he was a character, he was fucking around with Luffy. Alright?
Right, but he likes Luffy, so we might give him a favourable deal.
Alright. Because he wants that Pirate King headline, Eric.
That's right.
He wants the PK, the new Pirate
That's
King
a lot
is
of
born.
newspapers, that Pirate King wanted poster.
Eric, he remembers back in the day when he first
Do you
he remembers back in the day when he first came up with the title of Pirate
do
King.
you think
Right?
the Navy gets a cut on each newspaper? Or are they just had with the propaganda?
You know what's fucking wild?
What?
Morgans came up with the title of Pirate King and the Wild Fame Power Line. He was cooking in the kitchen that day.
Hey, he's
he, was
good mate.
he was cooking that headline. He's like, I need that headline again.
Big news.
I need that headline. And that's all he cares about, getting that headline again. So, I can see it going both ways.
He's bashing up CP agents. He's gonna fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck. He's all about that entertainment, Eric. Alright? So, Vegapunk seemingly bleeding out. Alright? I'm sure he has a backup body. He lives on through the other ones.
Will his consciousness go into the giant robot?
Will his consciousness just be uploaded to the fucking Punk Records?
Right.
Because the Labyrinth is still floating in the air.
And he goes into his Whitebeard clone.
Whitebeard clone. Vegapunk Whitebeard. That's crazy. Alright.
Or Mecha Punk.
Mecha Punk. I mean, he's already got kind of Mecha Punks, you know?
Turns into a Krang situation.
Yeah, mate, that's possible. That's very possible, Eric. Kizaru teleports up there and starts shooting beams in the air, Eric.
Cooking people.
Everyone gets hit. Frankie, Sanji.
Sanji with the block.
With one block, still shot.
Okay.
Sanji block shit, still gets hit. Kuma protects Bonnie. Alice shot. Frankie shot.
Sanji kind of running up there, I guess.
Sanji's still fine, alright?
Right.
So we're gonna relax, alright? Kizaru comes in with the slash and he's gonna slash Bonnie and Kuma, Eric. Now, what's your rant, Eric? About how Navy fans are still coping.
They're saying he's capping, he's holding that sword for a long time. He's not trying, he's waiting for Luffy to punch him. This is a long play.
The amount of cope on display.
Hey, this is also not a good character if he's playing this game. If you have Will, say no to Saturn. How about that?
Unclear justice, Eric.
Unless he's just gonna wait for Luffy to hit him. That's their conclusion.
That's wild.
He's waiting for Luffy to
According
punch him.
according to Sandman, they said Kizaru has made up his mind. He's no longer fucking around, Eric. So this round 2, I better see some action. I better not see some butter bullshit.
Crazy shit.
I want to see Luffy versus Kizaru. Round 2, I want to see the SmackDown.
Put him in a body bag.
Put him in a body bag. Actual have a fight. 1v1. No mini games. No
Saturn's
goonery.
about zero threat.
No mini games. No goonery, Eric. I've got a theory about Saturn.
Are you backing away from your Saturn top 30?
No.
Okay.
Saturn's death is going to be ultimate irony.
Do we get an update on Zoro and Jinbei next week?
Zoro, Jinbei, and Lucci.
It's been a long time.
The Zoro fans get banned.
It's been maybe 3 or 4 months.
If Zoro has it, if Lucci's not on the floor next week, the Zoro fans are
they're going to say, oh, there's a hack.
They're going to drop One Piece.
One Piece is too goofy, Christian, or the classic meme.
They have to go. They don't have to go over.
Imagine being so salty your character's not on page, you attack the main character. Imagine that.
The Zoro fans, Eric. The Zoro fans. But Eric, Luffy with the deep range smacks.
People deep range with speed.
Light speed.
Kizaru sees it though.
He sees it, gets smacked.
Smacked up.
Smacked in the head.
Big fist or normal fist? Perspective's kind of whack.
Perspective's whack. I'm gonna say normal fist.
Right.
Smacked in the face. Into the ground. That's a powerful fist, Eric. Smacked Kizaru out of the air. Into the ground.
It's gear 5.
Alright. He stretched from who knows where. Somewhere in the city. Body, everyone falls to the ground, lands on the rubber.
In a coil-like situation.
Is it a rifle?
Just a punch.
Just a punch. No name. No name attack. Putting animals on their knees, Eric.
He's rattled on the floor like, why what the fuck? Why am I still here?
Yeah. He's just getting pummeled, Eric.
Because I better be getting paid overtime for this shit.
Yeah. So, Luffy with the deep range. He says full tummy, full power. Is this going to be Gear 5? Real deal this time?
So was Oda saying, nah, last time was Cap?
That's what I think he's saying.
Right. Okay.
He said he's full power right now. Eric, this is no excuses right now.
No excuses?
Luffy said full belly, full power.
Does he have the full stamina?
Yes, he just said that.
Is he going to last more than 3 seconds?
Let's hope so, Eric. Let's hope we get that SmackDown no more goonery, alright? Let's just get it done.
Just a combo.
Just a 3-piece combo.
Nasty combo.
It's Red Rock Gatling.
Bang, bang. Swing him through a building.
Follow
up.
I'm
talking a Killer Instinct Ultra combo, Crucial. Just a whole chapter of a chain.
And then he finishes with the Star Gatling.
Then he does the wind up, punch him in the head. Straight through. Bro, white face.
Eric, what would be the ironic finisher on Kizaru?
I don't know, trap him in some kind of light bulb.
I mean, that's. I mean, you know.
When are the light gloves going to come into play?
That's a good point, Eric. When are the light gloves going to come into play?
It's just a Carter weapon situation.
It might be Frankie's later on upgrades.
Just in like fucking Raphael, he's like, oh, I got the Vegapunk bubble shield and light gloves. Okay.
Luffy basically turns a lot of the island to rubber. Body goes to tell Vegapunk, the ancient robot's eyes light up. We are 100% confirming the robot lights up with the drums of liberation. Right. Everyone can hear the drums of liberation also. Vegapunk can hear it. You don't just need to be Zunisha or have the voice of all things. Vegapunk can hear the rhythm.
Everyone can hear the rhythm, Christian. That's Luffy's heart.
Is it beating harder than it was in Wano? That's my question.
Yeah, it's probably the same.
Luffy does his iconic Gear 5 pose in the air, Eric.
Bonnie puts it together.
It's Nika. Vegapunk tells her, Luffy's the real deal.
Luffy the goat. And then he goes, Busticle, whatever.
Busticle, who gives a fuck?
Right.
I mean, yeah.
At least Oda fucking
Thanks, Oda.
By the way, this chapter, at least half of it is robots.
It's good art.
Robot shooting ships.
Man, it's good art.
Okay.
Vegapunk's explaining his nonsense.
This is a better chapter than last week, because last week nothing happened.
Yeah. This week,
we got some cool shit.
Cool shots, and we got
the revelation of Nika, the Bond. Luffy, real time, actual giving people hope.
Alright, Eric. Bonnie, what do you think about Bonnie Ultra Nika mode?
I love the symbolism of Gear 5, Christian, in canon.
That's right.
Beautiful.
You know what I appreciate about Gear 5? We talked, the God power up.
Right.
The Chosen One bullshit. At least he's not doing it in the final arc, where there's no time to explain anything.
It's build up.
And we're rushing it,
Right.
and we're there's built-in law. Oda's got a plan for this. It's not like Kishimoto, where he had no fucking plan, and it's rushed and it's bullshit.
Okay.
People are gonna captivate that it didn't come out of nowhere. There's only 6 parts. No one fucking knew about Indra and Ashura. That was bullshit. No one knew about that.
A cycle of hatred.
And they're gonna pull out some panels about the sun and the moon.
Oh look, there's the moon that hints the moon people.
Guys, come on. What are we doing? The last 50 chapters of your manga, you introduced this concept. No. Oda been planning this for a long time, Rick. But the Nika is here. Body's belief up to full power, Eric.
Kuma, a little pal in the corner, little spark.
Is he coming back next week, Eric?
Maybe.
He's come back to give the ultimate justice.
Does he start doing the dance, Christian?
Eric, what do you think about this theory?
Alright.
Bonnie, full belief in Nika. Unlocks ultimate Nika, non-distorted future, real future Nika mode.
Right.
She goes Nika mode. And turns the pacifistas on to Saint Garcia. Blasts him with 1 billion lasers. And then the Nika hit to finish him off. The ultimate irony.
I can see it.
The ultimate irony.
What about Luffy doing it though?
Give it to Bonnie. Luffy can beat Kizaru.
Okay.
Because Luffy's already given Bonnie the belief in herself and the belief in Nika.
Sure.
So Luffy's already given her the freedom, the power up.
Death by ironic death. Christian.
Ironic death. The man he tortured, the bees he created.
From life, from the start, Christian.
That's right. So, the ultimate ironic death.
He ordered the kill on Clout.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Tormented.
But Eric, how do you get past the regen?
Spammage.
Spammage.
Nuclear level. Atom level.
Just surround him and just annihilate him with 1 billion lasers.
Right. Or you could Elbaf spear him.
I mean, Dory Brogy here. Eric, the final page.
When's Luffy gonna get that Elbaf spear?
He doesn't really have a weapon.
Doesn't matter. Punch.
Just wipe it, backhand the Elbaf spear. That'd be hype as fuck. Alright, but he will have a giant theme move in Elbaf.
Will
There's
it
no
do
doubt.
anything?
That's a good question. What if he's in Giganta mode, Eric, and he does like a double fist and he calls it the Gom Gom Molnia and just fucking destroys everything.
Big damage.
Big damage. And like elephant guns people in the ground.
Right.
Yeah. They become like fucked up shit.
Speaking of giants though.
Dory Brokey here. Okay, it was Dorian Brokey. No one predicted this.
Shanks adjacent.
Shanks adjacent. It's not Shanks.
Right.
We can rule that out.
We want it to be, but
It's not.
it's not. They're here to pick up the Sun God, Christian, and the mind starts to boggle.
Of course, Elbaf.
People that don't read the story don't follow the story.
Don't know why this is hype.
Didn't read Hawkeye Island.
No.
Why are the giants here? They don't even know about the Sun
Eric,
God.
there are so many people on Twitter that started in Wano.
That's true. Onigashima, no less.
Oh my god.
But as we know in Whole Cake Island, the whole Big Mom flashback, they worship the Sun God.
Of course.
As we know from Little Garden, Krishna warrior.
Eric, how long have
culture.
I been saying this? That Luffy will be greeted as a sun god in Elbaf.
We've been saying it from the start.
So, we're heading to Elbaf. It's going to be soon. And it's hype. Get ready. Eric, the amount of lore drops we're going to get in Elbaf.
Hype shit.
It's going to have to... We're going to get a lot of it.
Will we get the Ancient Kingdom name?
Armor reveal.
I'm Ruby.
It's time for the armor reveal.
In the post arc.
Post Egghead? Because one of his Gorosei is dead, Eric. We need that We need that facial reaction.
Female or male? Or
Pro-
ancient robot?
Or weird alien. Because like that anime episode, what the fuck is that? I don't know what I'm looking at.
Maybe it's a mole man.
That's crazy.
Nazi mole man.
Okay.
From the moon. If people recall.
Okay. Is it that weird statue in Skype, Eric? Have you seen this?
Yes. Is it Gin?
Is it Scopical Bond? It's Zebek.
That's a legit possibility, Elizabeth.
I don't know if I don't know anymore, Eric.
More people coming over to my side, by the way. They think Blackbeard's gonna backstab Aimu.
Eric, the plot's there.
When did I say this?
When
Shanks warning on Blackbeard?
I don't know who was warning about Eric. I don't know.
I said Blackbeard's gonna work with the government, Christian. I said Shanks is warning the government about the Blackbeard.
Was he warning him about the Muddy Monk?
I think there's a high possibility that wasn't Shanks at this point, but
that wasn't Shanks' evil twin
Shanks'
brother.
a legit evil twin. The meme, the ancient meme apparently
Becomes real. Well, a lot of ancient memes become real, Eric.
right.
So, great chapter, Eric. 9 out of 10 chapter.
You know why I'm excited for Dora and Brogy? Just the implications on the law, on the future.
That's right. We could have did the easy. See, Oda could have done the easy fan favorite. Just put Dragon here. Dragon, here you go. All right, here you go, Dragon. No, Oda says I got plans. So this plan tells me that he's planned out the entire end saga because everything is linking.
And it's all Luffy source, Christian.
It's clean. It's clean. We got quite a bit of giant lore within Egghead itself.
Sure.
Newspapers go out.
The
Sun God.
the Buccaneers, Christian, and their history.
Oda shows Albath with Shanks. So he says, "Hey, look at Albath. Remember Albath? Remember
right.
Dora and Brogy, Eric? He's setting it up.
They're on Albath. They're
So,
back.
Why this gets me excited? It's because it tells me Oda knows where the fuck he's going.
Right.
He didn't know where the fuck he was going in Wano.
No.
He knows where he's going, and it's clean and it's crisp. The month break really did clean this shit up.
Right.
Alright? Because it could have been a mess. The end saga.
No Yamato, though.
It's sacrifice had to be made.
Okay.
We understand this, Eric. She would have been fighting Kaku for the entire time. Right? But concessions had to be made, and Oda cleaned that shit up, and it's smooth.
So at this point, there's no threat for the Straw Hats whatsoever.
No.
The pacifists are on the other side. That's a big loss.
Now, if there are the Blackbeard pirates around, they're still York, right?
Bums.
They're still York.
Sure. We've been talking about this.
Bargaining chip, Blackbeard becomes king.
Maybe that was her deal the whole time. To
Blackbeard Emperor, then king of the world.
I'm convinced York's backup plan was Blackbeard pirates. If the Navy betrayed
What if
her.
Blackbeard's entire plan was to get the Yami Yami no Mi? So, he's the only one that can absorb Aimu's power and become the new king of the world. What if it's been this long play since he was birthed on the battlefield by Zebek's mother? And Zebek's like, you gotta do this. You gotta get the darkness fruit. You gotta fulfill my will and become the king of the world.
I feel like
you are not ready for that Blackbeard king outfit, Eric. It's gonna be so stupid.
he needs an outfit change.
It's gonna be so stupid, Blackbeard's king outfit.
But this is the issue. I don't know what grants you king of the world status.
Sit on the throne.
I don't know, like, is there an ancient technology situation? Is it just sit on the throne?
Sit on the throne.
Is it absorb Aimu?
I feel like he's gonna absorb Aimu at this point. Because the pieces are lining up. What is this king plot? If it's not to overthrow Aimu.
That's right.
What's Oda cooking with this king plot?
Oda suggested the throne and someone stealing it. All the way back in the river with Stully.
That's right. And the Blackbeard's gonna have York because he'll be able to make the mother flame. The Gorosei are gonna have to bend the knee.
He adds some flavor.
He adds some flavor to the world government. What's Alkainu gonna do? He's gonna be mad. But he's gonna have to suck. He's gonna have to bend the knee.
That's when the Navy splits. That's when the Navy splits when Blackbeard takes over.
100%. Because diehards. But how much is Alkainu that much of an authority sucker? He will accept it.
Depends what he's there
Absolute justice, Eric.
Because if he still wants to wipe out the pirates, Hal Bentley and the revolutionaries, he'll stick around.
Blackbeard could be like, I'm the rightful owner of the throne.
My father's a Beck.
Whoever.
The Nerona family or whatever the fuck.
That's right. I'm a true owner of the throne. There's a lot to explain there because no one knows that Aimu exists.
Right.
But the Gorosei, maybe they keep it hush hush. Yeah, Blackbeard's the new king, whatever. Right?
Blackbeard's flashy though. He ain't gonna sit there quietly.
I'm aware Blackbeard's very flashy.
Have you seen his ships? Blackbeard on the sails.
He's gonna say King of the World Blackbeard.
Right.
So
he's got 3 bitches around him the whole time.
Of course.
Always.
Blackbeard. But Eric, because I don't know where this plot's going. You know?
Well, it's going there. That's where it's going.
That's the only place it goes.
Why would Oda bring it up and then he fails to become a king?
Of course, Eric. Eric, you know how hard that panel's gonna be when the girls say like, "All right, Blackbeard,"
and they all bend. He ascends to the throne, and they all bend the knee.
Blackbeard, the girls are gonna be like, "All right, Blackbeard, what do you want?" And then he's gonna go,
"The throne."
I want an audience with Aimu, and they're like, "Oh, does he know?"
Hype.
He was like, no.
And then he climbs the stairs and fights Aimu.
And he hits him with the fucking clay pass.
Right.
And he fucking frauds all the girls at once.
That's how you build up Blackbeard. Because he's a bum right now.
That'd be crazy, Eric.
I'd love to see it.
Love to see it. But there you go. Tell us what you think about our Blackbeard theories. Moving on.
Hype chapter. What's going on next week?
Luffy versus Kizaru.
Smackdown.
It should just be Smackdowns now.
I feel like a Vegapunk speech is coming.
We just got one.
Yeah, but like an actual one. Maybe a deathbed speech. Maybe an apology to Bonnie or something.
He already did that. He already apologized.
Yeah, but like he's dead on the floor. He's like, Bonnie. Oh.
We got that this chapter. He told us about the Nika. Alright? Vegapunk dies.
Luffy versus Kizaru round 2.
Vegapunk dies. Bonnie gets distorted future. Evil Nika.
No.
And then we get the edgy. They get the edgy Nika.
Gear God, Christian, as people know.
Gear God.
I feel like we'll get some Luffy Smackdown. We'll get maybe a Zoro update.
Yeah.
And he's still struggling with Luch.
Oh my.
What if Zoro's all scuffed up and Luch is fine?
There's going to be hella pain. The Zoro fans not going to stand for it.
Jinbei comes in with the Fishman Karate.
Eric, the Zoro fans will lose their mind. It'll be alright. And Lucci will go up to the top 5 verse. But where does that put Luffy, Eric? See, this is where it breaks.
Right. Alright.
Moving on. Hashtag Shanks. Every week, Eric. Every week we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks. And every week we answer. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King.
Indeed.
But there are people out there who say Blackbeard's the strongest. The man yet to get his king ascendance, Eric. There are people out there who think Drag is the strongest. People still out there like Matt B, Eric. He's an old warrior.
Power Vision.
Old warriors, Eric. Looking for some dragon hype.
Getting salty not getting it.
There's some people out there who think Arcane is the strongest. The Red Dog, the Magma Coon, who will bend the knee to Eric, if Arcane bends the knee to Blackbeard,
the last man standing.
The last man standing will be a fraud. There's some people out there that think Aimu's the strongest. The man is going to get absorbed by Blackbeard. And of course, the worst of them all, the people that think Mihawk's strongest. The character that literally doesn't matter to the plot at all. He doesn't matter to the plot.
A subordinate of Buggy.
That's true. And every week, we bring 100% facts to information to the table.
Facts.
This week's evidence is Sage is so strong. He set the Giants to pick up Luffy because an admiral isn't worth his time, Eric.
As seen at the end of Wano.
As seen in Film Red.
Couldn't even be bothered getting off his ship.
No.
Yeah, man, stop it.
Shanks is strong, Shanks is the good king. Moving on, talk with the show.
Christian's cooking something. Christian wants to talk about 200
Eric,
years ago.
there were only 2 events 200 years ago. The ancient giant waking up via the drums of liberation confirmation, Eric. Because it's happened twice now. It's not a coincidence.
The drums are required.
The drums are required to awaken the robot.
Right.
That means 200 years ago, there had to have been some sort of drum situation. Do you agree?
Yes.
That means 200 years ago, there was a hidden sun god that has been erased. Eric, what is the other event that happened 200 years ago?
Poseidon.
Fishman Island joins the world government, and the world government abolishes slavery officially. But of course, as we know in Mojo, it doesn't matter. Alright? So Eric, what connects all these events together?
Joy Boy.
Law, Sun God, Joy Boy, Shirahoshi.
There should be another Poseidon as well.
Poseidon.
In that 200 years.
That's right. So my thing is, Eric.
Christian, the Neptunians say hopefully this time it'll work out.
We're talking about the cycle.
Right.
Are we talking about every 200 years a Nika candidate is born? Be that Luffy, be that Joy Boy, whoever it is. And they try and defeat the world government, but they fail, Eric.
They get erased.
As we saw 200 years ago with the attempt on Mary Joa with the giant robot. Derek, my contention is the last Joy Boy was indeed an alliance with Fishman Island. Was a fisherman.
A fisherman.
Whatever.
The last Joy Boy was a fisherman.
The 200 years ago Sun God, Eric.
Okay.
We're talking about the original Joy Boy. Talking about 200 years ago the Sun God.
Right.
Was he indeed a fisherman or an alliance with the fisherman? Because somehow, through the racism and absolute disgust of the fishermen, they got a world government affiliation and they got them to abolish slavery in one go.
So you're saying that was enough for that fisherman Joy Boy? That was enough?
I'm saying he sacrificed himself to get those things on the table, Eric. He goes, I'll sacrifice myself. I said the robot. There's more robots, Eric. I'll send more robots. I sacrifice myself to get these things for the fisherman people. The World Government Alliance and the abolish of slavery. 200 years ago. He said the giant as a threat. This is what I can do. What do you think about this?
I like it.
Now, the only candidate of this is Unisha saying it's been 100 years.
Right.
And also the Gorosei saying it's been 100 years. Since the awakening of the fruit. But what was that giant robot attack 200 years ago?
Maybe the Buccaneer race. Maybe the fisherman knew the naked dance, Christian.
Maybe.
Which controls the robots.
Eric, we also have to talk about Toki. Traveling through time. Was she skipping to the different convergence points
The errors.
and seeing if they came true? And then she landed on Odin and she's like, it's time. This one's going to be the real one. Through Roger's actions, through Odin, through Wano, through all that shit, she's like, this is the one that's going to work. It's time. Right. This is my bet. I'm going to make my bet on this era. On the Luffy era, on the Luffy cycle. What do we think?
Something's going on with this robot. The drums are required in some way. Does the drums generate freedom?
Eric,
will?
As we know, there's an island called Drum Island. And that island has some lore, Eric.
You think there's some lore there?
Look, look. Dreams Never Die, Eric.
Right.
Drum Island. Did Joy Boy... Was he a giant? Was he playing those drums in Drum Island, Eric? Was he smacking those drums?
Those big mountains. That's interesting.
Many things going on.
Do you think Oda's going to tell us about the robot in Egghead? The lore?
Why bring it up? Will it emerge from the rubble?
What are we going to get, though? Like, do you think Vagabond's going to... Like, are we going to get this story? Or is it just going to be like... Maybe the Giants tell us about it later? Or, like... There's a flashback? Or...
It's going to appear, and then we're going to be confused. And then we might get some more lore about it.
What's he going to do?
Spear J. My ancient enemy. Because there's a reason why he was climbing Mary Jo, Eric.
Right.
To get those Gorosei, to get that iron. Who knows? But, what do you think about this theory?
There's something about the Lunarians as well in there. Back in the day as well.
Sure.
But I think, yeah, the 200 years ago timeline is interesting.
Yeah, because there's only two events happening 200 years ago.
That we know of.
Yeah.
But yeah.
of importance. But yeah, there you
go. Okay. So think about that, or it might reveal it at some point.
Derek, I don't know if you ever thought about this, but why erase 100 years of time? It's a lot of time. That's like there's been like 3 eras in the One Piece world in 40 years. Did this war last 100 years, or was it?
It had to be 100-year war.
That's a crazy amount of time. To erase. But anyway.
Well,
maybe they erased the ancient kingdoms.
It's implied that people know history before the 100 years, before the.
Oh yeah, they do. There's 5,000 years of history they know. Random events.
Maybe it was the rise of the ancient kingdom and then the fall in the 100 years.
Yeah, probably.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then they deleted it all.
Right.
But anyway, that's my theory.
Of course, if you're a fan of the show, Christian's murky water section where the Vatican's theorized to erase 100 years.
That's right.
All deep kind of weird shit.
That's right. Or is definitely a conspiracy fan. There's no doubt about it.
Okay.
He loves that kind of conspiracy shit.
What's going on in that Vatican vault, Christian?
Who knows? Ancient
artifacts. Is the Jesus corpse there?
Secrets of untold importance in law.
Okay. Questions.
Questions.
Questions from the people. If you want to ask a question, just put in the questions. Just put in the comment section, the community tab, Discord, etc.
Indeed. From Presido Brown, Eric. If body joins reds, how much more formidable will they become? Very formidable.
That's a lot of firepower, Dragon. That's enough firepower.
Dragon's got a lot of firepower.
Hey, that's an army. Maybe you could do something with it.
That's true, right, Dragon. That means Bonnie has more points than Dragon, though. Like, Bonnie was the one
the legacy of Kuruma.
That's true. Once Bonnie gets her power back, Sandy's about to get his Sandy's about to shit his pants. That tag team is going to be amazing. Deezers and Bonnie.
A pinger.
The double naked tag team duo.
The bonk on the head.
Luffy's going to be like, you have freedom too? That's crazy.
Bah.
Join my crew.
Maybe.
He's definitely going to say, you have freedom too.
Right.
Yeah. And that's raw.
Big raw.
Because Gear 5 is all about so people don't understand what Gear 5 is about. See, like the rage power up, right? It's not about freedom because you're trapped within the rage, Eric. You're trapped within emotion. But Luffy, Gear 5, the ultimate freedom power up. He is free to fight how he wants, to feel how he wants. Pure joy, pure freedom. People don't understand this, Eric. The theme merchants somehow don't understand this.
They can only analyze Christian dark themes, which they assume are mature.
Which they assume are high quality.
We'll leave that.
We'll leave it. You don't want to get Eric too mad on a Monday afternoon. Alright? His blood pressure's already high enough. He's smoking those ciggies, trying to animate, you know.
Getting white hair.
Getting white hair. He's falling apart. From Uncle J, will we get a bit of a 2v1 with Luffy, or will someone else join immediately? I think Luffy's going to be busy with Kizaru. I think Bonnie's going to get it done against Saturn. Their full Nika power up.
Sure.
Maybe Kuma's around.
King of Line is gonna be so mad when she's doing stupid shit.
But King, how'd you read that and think she's not gonna get the ultimate Nika power up? If she has white hair in the sash, King is
she's getting the white hair in the sash.
King
and the white
is gonna be so bad.
That's exactly what's happening.
Oh, but she's not actually rubber. What? Who cares?
What if she just stretches her arm? What if she just stretches her arm crazy?
She already is. I don't understand this fucking thing.
Yeah, she's doing a combo.
Oh, she's not literally rubber.
I don't even know why that matters.
He's like hung up on a specific point. She's not doing multiverse shit. She kind of is.
Anyway.
Hilani gets hung up on very specific things, though. From Sly Duck. Do you think we'll be able to use his voiceful things to communicate with the giant robot? That's interesting.
The voice of all things kind of been laying low.
Last seen in Wano. You know, at the end of Wano. Or will it strictly just move to Luffy's heartbeat with no other commands? Also, how are the same people who are making jokes about the Buster Call now complaining about Gear 5 ruining the tension? This meme shit. People don't know what they want.
I'm telling you, they're just salty Zoros on in the chapter.
Yeah. From MBZ, the 5 elders mentioned Zoans have a will of their own. How far do you think a fruit like Nika is doing? This is Luffy. This was already Luffy. So nothing.
Yeah.
Luffy told you this in Wano. Where Kaido goes, who are you? He goes, I'm Luffy, bitch. That's what he said. I'm Luffy.
Yes.
Eric, Bonnie asked Luffy, what is his new form? He said, it's when I'm free.
It's when I feel the most free.
It's not when I've been taken over by the Nika.
Right. It's not a Yamayuki situation.
No. Alright. From Flight G5. Can you prove to me that Kizaru possesses an attack strong enough to KO Sanji? A sword slash to the head. And he's dead. Yes, there you go. Done.
I suppose.
His lasers are doing damage to Sanji, Eric. From Jolikabar. I just want that top 30 stream. Why are Sanji fans so intent on Sanji versus equal to Zoro?
I feel like that footing was seeded. I don't know. I don't think it's a thing.
Also, Randy and Roger had the worst lists. I don't know about Roger. Was Roger's bad?
He was kind of memeing from 30 to 50 or 30, but then he got serious.
Okay. Bro, yeah, Randy's list is terrible. Randy, I don't want to see that power scaling in the live action.
Man's a writer for Gear, and he's talking about narrative scaling. My friend, you better get it right.
Please. M7MD, your thoughts on the Ryuma episode?
It was alright.
Curious, how old are you boys? We're 28 very soon.
Almost 28.
Almost 28. From younger Obama, Eric, he should really name himself the old Obama at this point.
Right.
He's been younger Obama for like 10 years.
Right.
This man isn't young anymore, alright? What do you think about Dory or Brogy being the ones to show up at Egghead? It wasn't as hype as other options, but when you think about it, it is hype. When you think about it, it's hyper than the other options.
Right.
Because Dragon, you have to explain
and
so
the whole
much shit.
scene's hype, because shall we pick him up? Luffy the Sun God.
That's hype. Because of what it does for the story.
See, Chris, if you're not a Luffy fan, you don't like it.
No. From Tom. Is Kizaru getting defeated this arc? Yes.
Yeah.
Monkey Jesus. Wait, why would Oda have Luffy back to full power if he wasn't hanging out?
Shout out MB beat, he's still saying that the Straw Hats are going to lose.
What the fuck? Hell. Please explain to me hell.
Remember when the Gorosei were all Yonko level? And people were claiming they had magic?
Insane. Did you see that aura? No. Eric, we have to put... Eric, this year, the biggest meme term is aura.
People kind of shitting on Twitter now, so I think it's gone.
Okay.
It's full circle.
It's full circle. From Bane, is Luffy fighting both Saturn and Kizaru? No, I think Bonnie's getting the fucking Saturn beat down.
As Nika,
yeah.
Perhaps.
From Dart, how does it feel to be at peace knowing that Japan government does not have a possible attack on your channel? We don't do scans here. We did it once or twice. We never couldn't be fucked. We don't do that. All right.
Official only.
Official only. And, you know, promoting contraband material might be a crime in some places, Eric. I'm just saying that. So, to all our friends out there, hey, man.
Do what you gotta do, I guess.
Yeah. You know the risks. These are the risks, right? At least they went after the source and they got the source. They're not going after the people, Eric. Go after the source. Get them, they got them, right? From Dart. How does it, from Bindle? How does Dart keep on winning? Dragon slander, OP scans going down.
Big up.
Big up for Dart.
The dragon meme will continue.
Until he does, Eric, he's not turning up this
What
time.
are they gonna do with that square? Are they gonna start overlapping numbers on that meme on Twitter?
That's true. They're gonna have to, Eric.
That
The
means
numbers have to get smaller.
1,000 is coming, I swear.
It's all about 1-1-1-1-1, Eric. It's all about the 4 ones. Apparently, that's when the hype's happening. There you go. That's the questions. That's the show. Dragon's still in the mud.
Jojo next week, I suppose.
Jojo next week.
We'll see if we can get a guess.
That's true. So I just show the Go King.
Good night. Let's hit this end there.